So today we are starting off this video by working on the current project car. The car that I'm talking about is Boosted Boys EK Hatch. This is Kyle's car, and we got a couple of boxes here. I don't know what exactly is in these boxes, but either way, man, we're gonna get right into it, unbox these items, whatever they are, think about throwing them on the car, and just start making progress happen. We're not gonna finish this car by talking to you, right?
And now, you're watching the spring break party that is being stuck in the garage all day with your dad. Channel of YouTube. Welcome to Modi Vision.
Hey, so what is up, and welcome, and thank you so much for joining me yet again on another video. So let's just get right into it. Get these ripped open, and that will kind of determine the course and what direction we're going to start moving with this video and what I'm going to have going on today. I've seen bumpers shipped like this before, like folded up, and what they say is you got to leave them sitting in the sun so that way they can go back to the original shape that they're meant to be. Otherwise they're going to be all kind of out of whack. Also, with these aftermarket bumpers, these cheap bumpers, it's really important that you clean them well because there's a lot of release agent on them as opposed to OEM bumpers that are pretty much just ready to scuff and spray. You got to clean all that release agent off, or else you're going to have a bad time. And in here, obviously, we got the fenders. Now, with those bumpers, it should come out, but that's kind of crappy how they do it, but I guess they do it to save on shipping costs.
God damn.
Check that out. So we got a really good dent right there. I don't know if it's more worthwhile for me to try to work it out. Damn, dude, right here too. Check that out. So I'm gonna get with Kyle, see what he thinks. It is at least 99 2000, the correct fender. I do have a left and a right, so they at least did that correctly. But yeah, we got some major damage on this one. We'll just have to see what the move is. I wasn't expecting that. The decision on the fender was I wanted to work it just a little bit, put a little bit of body filler on it. Now I'm going to see if we can still try to get a new one, because obviously a fender with no body filler is going to be better. A little bit of body filler never really hurt anybody, so it's not going to prevent us from getting this car done and making progress continue to happen on the car. Get back in the pool, man, come on. Back in the pool so you don't bother me while I'm trying to film. It's spring break right now, so since I am at home, since I work from home, guess who's watching her during spring break? So progress has been a little bit slow, but let's get back to it. Now really quickly, I wanted to bring something up. I don't want to overbore you with the details of this project, but something like the side moldings, they're going to be red, and the car's going to be red, so why even pull them off? It's just so much better to take them off, clean underneath them, paint them separately, and put them back on. One, it comes out a lot better. It's a lot cleaner of a product, and two, where that side molding meets the car, if you get clear coat bridged between there, it's a lot more likely to fail in the future. So for one, it looks better. Number two, it's going to last longer, and that's why I do things the way that I do them. The door handles as well. A lot of stuff. Take everything off that you can as you're painting a car, even if the things are going to be the same color. What? Okay, hold on. And we got another package dropped off. It says do not cut it open. What else would I do? Punch it open. So let's see what it is. Yes, this is what. This was a key piece.
What?
This was a key piece for the fenders.
I want to tell something.
I wouldn't. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, guys, so we got the package already.
These are 99 2000 black housing headlights. They look really good, really cool. More of an OEM look than what was on there, so I am a huge fan of that. These are almost like CTR style. So with the fender, as you can see, they're looking pretty good. So with the fender that I reworked a little bit, I'm not going to know to what extent or how well I reworked it until we have a headlight, because this area is a... Get out of here! Because this area is a key factor in figuring out or in determining whether the fender is bent out of shape or if it's good. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these on there and then see if I got any more modification to do. Oh, we're going to ship you out. Okay. She was in the pool, we went inside for lunch, and now she's back in the pool. But at least she'll let me focus for a minute here. This is really going to be the one that's going to help us determine whether that fender is going to be okay or not. And man, these headlights, you could tell they're replica headlights because the OEM ones are like a white beige back here. By the time they're a little old, they look beige, but these look pretty cool. OEM style. I'm not mad at them. So I think that is going to work. So one of my biggest pet peeves with assembling cars is if you have an aftermarket piece trying to meet it up with an aftermarket piece and they're not really working well together, you don't know which one is incorrect. So a lot of times if we got an OEM fender aftermarket headlight and it's not really fitting correctly, you know the headlight's got something wrong, or vice versa. But in this case we have an aftermarket headlight, aftermarket fender, but the fitment is completely fine. I think I worked out that issue quite well. So that looks good. The other side obviously is going to fit just fine because there's nothing wrong with it. So that's one problem that came and went pretty quickly. problem that I'm having is something that I kind of touched on a little bit earlier. Aftermarket fender, aftermarket bumper, aftermarket headlights, aftermarket grille. And now we're trying to get all of those pieces, to fit at one area right here. So the grille is the only thing supporting the bumper because so many things had been cut, and the grille doesn't have anywhere to clip into the bumper and secure it. It does have little tabs, but all the screws that would be in an OEM grille and an OEM bumper, either one or the other, would make it work. But the fact that we have non-OEM everything, it is giving me a little bit of a problem here. So at this point, I think what I'm going to have to do is look at some of the local yards and see if they don't have any 99 2000 Civics in stock, and hopefully when I get there they still have some of the parts that I need, because I think I need some help as far as brackets and fit and finish to get this all together. I could also tell that the bumper's warped underneath and bending off in one direction. Keep in mind this bumper did come in a box folded up like a burrito, so it's not gonna fit that great. I was hoping I could sit it on the car and then get out of here. I was hoping that I could fit it on the car and then leave the car outside and then let it warp and mold into the sun how it's supposed to be. Like I said, if it was on the car itself, that would be a lot better. But with it not fitting properly, I don't want to do that here. So I'm just gonna have to go to the junkyard, and that's gonna be in next video. As far as this video goes, with it being spring break, I didn't get as much done as I would like the last couple days. I also came down with the cold, so we kind of got off to a slow start going with this project, but either way, man, we definitely made some progress. Still waiting on the hood, still waiting on a few other things. So as far as this video goes, I know it was a little bit slow, but either way, we still got some good progress done, and we are moving in the right direction. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like this, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff you know what it is, YouTube. We'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Ava, you got anything for them real quick as we wrap it up? Tell them. Tell them.